It's been a while since we talked about this or really heard anything. But let's get to this one first. So news finally came out about Beau Demayo and what happened in the situation because we heard that hey, you got fired from the X-Men 97 team. You got your name taken off of the credits for X-Men 97. This man was just tweeting like nothing happened. Like he barely even talked about it. This man was just acting like it was just another day. So we're definitely trying to figure out because nobody was saying anything. Like this actually reminds me a lot of the Dr. Disrespect situation, which we're gonna get on him right after this. But finally got some news on why this man lost your job. You lost your job, boy. Your day off. What the hell happened? What up, Mr. Midnight? I see you made the podcast. Salute. I did watch the Olympics, Blue Flame. I did watch the Olympics. So, what up, Dust? I see you. So, let's get into it, though. So, news finally came out as to why this man lost his job. So, THR reports that Demayo was stripped of his season 2 credits following another social media post that drew Marvel's ire. You don't hear ire being used to us. So, actually, this is not a good. Let me say. Actually, I should have read through. All right, let's go to the action. All right, Hollywood Reporter. So they say 5 months after the Marvel Studios fired X-Men 97 creator Beau Demayo for mysterious reasons, the writer claimed on Thursday that he will no longer get credit. Oh, is this okay? Never mind. He will no longer get credit on the second season of the hit Disney Plus show, which we already know. And he made the claim on social media saying it was part of a troubling pattern that he endured while working for Marvel. Marvel shot back and they said finally gave some insight as to why he was fired, saying that it occurred after an internal investigation revealed egregious findings. So let's find out what these egregious findings were, Chad. What up, Hitmo Mock? So, and this is actually what he tweeted here. So, this is from Beau Demayo's Twitter account. He said, "First thing, I'm so grateful to have worked on X-Men 97, collaborating with some amazingly talented folks. Creating this revival was a dream come true, and the support fans have shown is so touching. However, I felt it pressing for me to speak up in the wake of leaving the show." So this is the alleged picture, chat. This is the alleged picture that got him in trouble, or that Beau is claiming that got him in trouble. This was on IG, by the way. This was on IG. So he put to me, my X-Men. This is obviously him, half naked, as apparently he always is, in the Cyclops uniform. It says, "To me, my X-Men," and say happy Pride. And this is also what they are saying here, what they're claiming here. It said Demayo, who spent several years at Marvel working on the draft and along gas stating Blade features, well as the TV show Moon Knight, added, "Sadly, this is the latest and troubling pattern I suffered while working on X-Men 97 and Blade." Marvel says Mr. Demayo was terminated in March 2024 following an internal investigation. Given the egregious nature of the findings, we severed ties with him immediately, and he has no further affiliation with the Marvel. Sources say that following his exit, an agreement was reached between the two parties over the issue of tweeting about the show, something that Demayo had continued to occasionally do. Yeah, he never really stopped talking about the show. So if that was an agreement, he definitely broke that mug. Definitely broke it. In light of the breaches, his credit for season 2 was removed. And so they're saying because he kept talking about the show, that his season 2 credits were removed, even though he clearly worked on it. While no details of the cause of termination or the internal reviews have surfaced, sources said that it involved sexual misconduct. So again, Beau Demayo was saying because of this picture that it got him fired, but the internal investigation is saying that it involved sexual misconduct. Now Demayo, even on his tweets, he did not immediately return a request for comment, and he hasn't talked about it, but he said that he will soon. He said the truth will come out soon. Remember, there's always 3 sides of the story, their story, his story, and the truth. And so they said on the surface, we're not gonna read this part, it doesn't matter. Then though he said his credit was stripped for season 2. That's and that's what they were saying here. His credit was stripped, but he was saying that it was because of this. Beau Demayo is saying that it's because of this picture that he posted for Pride Month. Marvel is saying that it's because of sexual misconduct, and they said that when they immediately found it, And they said that they had an agreement. That's what they're saying here. They're saying that there was an agreement that Beau Demayo would not continue to talk about X-Men 97 on his social media. They said because he did, that he got his credits for season 2 removed. So it wasn't necessarily because of this picture or the sexual misconduct. They were saying that an agreement was made after his exit that said that he wouldn't continue tweeting about the show, and he continued to do it. So they're like, no, you're getting your credit stripped. So again, that's just to catch up. What up, Cellular? The firing thing was in March. The IG post was in June. I know, Super. Again, catch up, man. I already read it, man. Catch up. Are we good? We good? This is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. Again, I cannot confirm, but this is what one side is saying versus what the other side is saying. So Marvel, or the representative, is saying that they stripped his credits because of him continuously tweeting about X-Men 97. Beau is saying because of this picture. But he's saying that that's the main reason. But even though it happened before, but he's saying this is why he got fired. Not because not his credits getting stripped. He's saying that this is why they continue to be on his ass. But anyways, so let's continue here. So on the surface, the notion that Marvel would strip Demayo for credit due to a social media post would stretch credulity, as outside observers note the gay pride illustration similar to any number of posts he made while employed. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything different than what he normally posts. This is just an illustration compared to a regular post of himself, right? And fired Marvel executive Victoria Alonso retained credit on project. So somebody else who got fired had their credits retained. But the reveal of and this was in 2023 that this person had their credits retained. But the reveal of an internal investigation points to deeper issues. So that despite the bad press around the firing, X-Men 97 went on to be a hit. Yeah, if you haven't seen X-Men 97, like if you're a Marvel fan and haven't seen it, please do yourself a favor. If you're an X-Men fan, like why haven't you? I don't even expect you to not pay attention to this. Come on now, like I was a huge X-Men fan. Like, hey, shout out to Miss 5000 Watts coming through with the big red. Welcome everyone. Right now we're talking about Beau Demayo. We generally go over news before we get to the game, but we will be playing Flintlock later. So just enjoy. Hey, just correcting something else. Yeah, I know. Sorry, it's a lot of things mixed up, Super, but I got you though. I got you. You should play the best game ever, Monster Hunter. No, World War Capcom. You already know what it is. Don't play with me, World War Capcom. Nope. World War Capcom. Hey, what up, Black Show? Okay, what up, son? So anyways, so to continue here, saying blah blah blah. We're not gonna read that. Until now, yeah, Demayo says become mostly mom said. And then Demayo said, as we continue on with this, he said, above is the fan art that he posted on Instagram of Gay Pride Month on June 13th. And again, let's just follow along. On June 13th, Marvel sent a letter notifying him that they stripped his season 2 credit. This is what I was talking about, Super. So again, there are two parts to this, right? There are two parts to this. The sources are saying that because of him continuously tweeting about X-Men 97 that they stripped his credits. Beau is here saying that on June 13th that they sent him a letter notifying him that they stripped his season 2 credit. So again, two sides of the story here. Again, follow along. I know it's a little confusing here. Two sides of the story here. So this is what Beau is saying, and what we just read there is what the sources, the Marvel sources are saying, the Marvel representatives are saying. So he says, sadly, it's the latest in a troubling pattern. I already read that. Then he said, I have more to say soon, but he needs to take a step back from social media to find a safer space for him to be out, proud, and nerdy. So this is what Beau is saying here. This is what Beau is saying. So two things here. We don't know what's the true story. Don't know who's telling the truth, but these are what the two sides are saying. Am I gonna touch up on the 2K community? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. It looks like the press for D23 won't be enough to cover the allergic reaction. Death in this too. Only Bushel lives matter. Right, Cook. What up? So all right. So, but after the initial publication of this article, he reacted to Marvel's statement, writing that we already read that. And on Friday, veteran attorney Brian Freeman revealed he had taken on Demayo as a client. So so he's lawyering up. So again, pay attention. He's lawyering up here. And the statement to the Hollywood Reporter said, in part, having much experience with Disney, the playbook is always the same. Family friendly on the outside, but secretly attempting to plant illegal, unconscionable items and contracts to silence the truth and stop the employee/customer from asserting basic constitutional rights, as we will explain through detailed examples, which we will roll out in detail one by one. Disney's model is very clear. and a repetitive illegal pattern. So this is what Demayo's representative is saying. So he's saying that Marvel and Disney up to some crap. So the other stuff that came out, which this actual article does not say, but other people on Twitter were allegedly revealing what he was doing, this sexual misconduct. Okay, this sexual misconduct. So this Discussing Film, shout out to Discussing Film. So they said that Beau was allegedly sending nude photos of himself in sexually suggestive hero poses to several young male staffers working on X-Men 97, saying they could be used as inspiration. He also allegedly groped an assistant multiple times and emotionally/physically abusive to other staffers. So again, this was the first news that came out. So they're saying what he allegedly did, and this is what the internal investigation allegedly found. So if that's true, man, again, it's not just a picture, it's not just fan art that got him canned. If this is true, but again, Beau is saying that he got his season 2 credit stripped because of this gay pride picture. Now, this does technically fall in line with the allegations are, because this would be Beau in a hero pose, right? You know, this is him as Cyclops. This would be him as a hero pose. But I mean, honestly, Chad, again, we know he's in the LGBTQ community, but will we say that this one here, I'm not talking about the other alleged one, will we say that this picture here is sexually suggestive, or it's just Beau being Beau? I don't think that this is sexually suggestive, but again, you cannot tell someone else how they should take things, right? This is not, I mean, you can't tell people how to take. Somebody else could see this, especially somebody who worked on X-Men 97 to someone, you know, close to him. They could see this. And if he sent it directly to them, like, you don't know, like, if there were any other messages that were included in that. And again, we're just saying if. And again, I don't want to say that he did it because we don't know for sure. But this is just the allegation so far. So let's just say if, you know, hypothetical scenario, that he sent this picture to someone, it was like, yeah, use this as inspiration. And I mean, adding the uses as inspiration, especially if I don't mess with you like that, like what are you doing? What are you doing here? I could see how someone could take that another way. Now, if it was another picture that was like, you know, more on the sexual side, then again, you know, that definitely I'd be like, why you sending this to me, bro? Talking about uses as inspiration. So we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure, but we'll see if more and more people possibly come out and start confirming these allegations. We don't know, but yes, I could definitely see how someone could take, you know, even a photo like that would seem innocent to me, but again, you know, if I was working on the staff, I may have taken it another type of way. But me being on the outside, I don't see that particular picture as something that's sexually suggestive or inappropriate. But you know, who knows what other alleged photos that could have been sent. We don't know. And other messages that could have been behind the photos. Because this could be just one thing saying that they could use it as inspiration, but he could have been saying something else, you know, like, hey, do you like this? You know, so who knows? Who knows, right? Like, men could be weird. It doesn't matter whether you're hetero, gay, bi, whatever. Like, men be on some freaky weird stuff. So who knows? Who knows? But this is very interesting because again, we waited for a while. You know, nobody just gets fired for nothing, right? Nobody just gets fired. Well, I can't even say that because the economy is messed up. So people do get fired for nothing. But if you're in a higher role like this is your baby. Like you've worked extensively with projects like this, and then all of a sudden you're the only one who gets fired with no explanation. Like nobody on each side is saying anything. Then you know something was up. You know something was up. It's not just you're not just getting fired for nothing in that case. So this is interesting. We don't know for sure what happened. Again, these are all allegations, so I want to make sure I continue saying that these are allegations. But again, you don't just get fired for nothing. So we were wondering, like, what the heck really happened? Like this is something you worked on, bro. Like you're a great writer, but if you were allegedly doing this weird stuff, then I mean, I understand why you got up out of there. So we're gonna wait. More news are gonna come from this. Beau apparently has a side to tell. So we're going to wait and see, if he finally starts talking. We'll see if he finally starts talking and said this side of the story. But I'm sure as soon as he says his, then Marvel or any representative or even maybe somebody else who's actually on the staff, they'll probably say their story too. So stay tuned, because I'm sure more news will be coming about that. It's definitely odd though. When we first heard about it, you think, what the hell? Like X-Men 97 just came out, and that's extremely weird. It was just the timing of it as well. X-Men 97 just came out, and you get canned, and nobody says anything. Like nobody on either side. And Beau was still just tweeting like nothing happened. That was the part that I just found super duper weird here. Super duper weird. So